Christopher Landon produced this? Was he having an off day or something? I don't get it. Hi everyone, it's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy. Welcome to Raise on Popcorn with Grant, everybody. And today we are talking about a movie. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And that movie is Time Cut. Time Cut is directed and co-written by Hannah McPherson. It is now streamed on Netflix. What is the film about? Well, it centers on Lucy. She's played by Madison Bailey. She is a young woman living in 2024 who is living in the shadow of her older sister, whom she never met. Summer, played by Antonia Gentry, who passed away, was murdered rather, by a serial killer right before the end of high school. And she's had to live in that shadow. Her once fun-loving parents have now become more cautious of safety and all that. And she feels like she only exists to replace this girl who died. Eventually, though, she stumbles upon a time machine and ends up accidentally going back to 2003, right before her dear sister and her friends are going to be murdered by a psycho, and decides to change the past, which has some very interesting consequences as she tries to. Sorry, my thing glitched. I'm not talking to you, fine folks. Which causes some very serious consequences as she tries to figure out who has done it. And if this sounds familiar to you, well, that's not surprising. Okay, let the mayhem begin. So, not a lot of it though. Time Cut is I'm going to get the positives out of the way first, because there's a few of them. First and foremost, I think the performances, particularly by the two leading ladies, is solid. I think that they bring more to this than the page does. I think that, I also have to admit that the final twist, the reveal of who the killer is. Stop. Sorry, my thing is glitching, so I apologize. The reveal of who the killer is genuinely was surprising, and I have to give them credit. It was a good twist. It was original. I also have to say the soundtrack for this movie, being mostly set in 2003, fucking slapped. It's a lot of Avril, it's a lot of Michelle Branch. Hilary Duff, it's been a while since I've heard some Hilary Duff going. The first concert I ever went to was Hilary Duff, so that was a pretty big, nice little nostalgia hit. That being said, if when I described Time Cut to you, you said, "Hey Grant, didn't we review that movie last year around this same time, and wasn't it called Totally Killer?" Yes. This movie is just totally, it's Totally Killer again. It's the exact same movie almost. Like, okay, it's the sister instead of the mom, and it's the early 2000s instead of the 80s. But otherwise, it's basically the same movie, all the way down to this. Okay, real quick. I have a visual aid to show you. This here right here, that's the killer from Totally Killer. And if you see here, this is the killer from Time Cut. Do you notice a major difference there? Not really, do you? They almost look identical. So, again, this is the same movie, just about. Except, whereas Totally Killer was funny and clever, had a clever twist on things, but also was funny, clever, and extremely entertaining, and also, as a slasher movie, was full of gore and full of excitement, Time Cut is the same movie with almost none of that. It almost feels like a mockbuster. It almost like the movie is 90 minutes. It's very rushed. Even the twist, which I liked a lot, was very rushed. They try to get you invested in this relationship between these two sisters who have never met because of a horrible tragedy, but we never quite. It relies on the event and the tragedy itself to carry the emotional depth of that relationship. We never really get a sense that these two are becoming true sisters in the story. There's almost no slashings in this, and when they are, they're off screen, and there's like literally no blood. It's PG-13 like crazy. It's the mystery part of it has an interesting conclusion, but is mostly forgotten about for scenes of the sister relationship, which aren't really well developed. And by the end of it, it ends, and you're just kind of like, okay, that was a film I watched, and it was very similar to another film I watched that wasn't bloodless and wasn't humorless. It made me think, I could just be watching Totally Killer instead of this. That's how I felt the whole time. So yeah, I don't hate Time Cut. I don't think it's any kind of terrible film or anything. I think it's well made enough, but it is such a blatant ripoff. I don't know if this was maybe written or shot first. Maybe it was some parallel thinking, but if it is, it's the most eerie kind of parallel thinking. Like, it's almost, it's so close to the other movie that it almost becomes like actionable. You know what I mean? Like, it's so close to it is like they copied the script's homework in a lot of ways. But yeah. So yeah, Time Cut, not a terrible movie, but just, not only is it deja vu, it's forgettable deja vu. It's gonna, not meaning to make a pun, it's going to pass in no time. Time Cut, from my memory. So yeah, I'm gonna give Time Cut, I'll give it like 2 stars out of 5. It's not anything terrible, it's just kind of there. It's just one of those movies that's just kind of like, yeah, I watched a movie today, I guess. Anyway, Time Cut, 2 stars out of 5. Let's close the book on it. Trailer Trash None, watched it on Netflix. Was there shawarma? No, there was not. All right, that is it. We will be back later tonight for a review of the concert film Sabaton, the tour to end all tours. Also, we will have either a full review or more likely quick thoughts for Agatha All Along Season 1. I'm going to watch the 2-part finale first, and then we'll talk about it. Also coming up this week, we got reviews tomorrow for Here, starring Tom Hanks and Robin Wright, the latest from Robert Zemeckis. As well as coming up this week, we have reviews for Absolution, Boulia 3, I think that's how you pronounce it. An early review for The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which will be on Saturday, as well as Sing Hum Again. And we also have reviews coming down the pike for Hit Pig, John Wick, which is back in theaters for its 10th anniversary. We'll have a retro review of that. And The Carpenter, as well as Anora, the latest from Sean Baker, as well as the documentary Music by John Williams, and way back from Sundance, from the vault from Sundance, we'll have a review for A Real Pain, the latest film from director and star Jesse Eisenberg. So that's coming up, and that'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000. Be kind to one another. If you like this video, give it a like if you want to. Give it a subscribe if you want to. Give it the bell. I don't know what it does. That's what you're supposed to do, or so I've been told. Leave a comment, even if it's ignorant. I like waffles. It really helps out. If you want to find me elsewhere, reviews, lists, and other fun stuff, you can find me on all my social media. I'm on literally everything. You either Raised on Popcorn with Grant or Raised on Popcorn. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. It's incredibly important. And I want to know down below, what did you think of Time Cut? Did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Think I'm full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. And until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone. See you around. Bye.